Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac. Oh.
Squad, we are back in the building. Oh yes, we got some things to talk about today. Your girl Nene Leakes is posting some more cryptic tweets. We got to talk about this Toya Busch-Harris and this house situation. Plus, we got some Married to Medicine news. It's quite a shocker, or is it? Okay, we're going to get into all that, but if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Hit that notification bell button. Do all that good stuff. Join the texting community so I can send you a text message as soon as a new video drops. And with that out of the way, let's get down to the business, okay? So first things first, we got to talk about Nene Leakes. Now, okay, and I know what y'all gonna say. I know what y'all are gonna say, but we got to talk about it. We have got to talk about it because she is back with some more cryptic tweets, okay? Let me tell you what she had to say this time. Now, for those of you who don't follow Nene Leakes on the Twitter, this is where it goes down. This is where the crypticness happens oftentimes. And so we just have to kind of try to read between the lines to find out what's happening that has fans concerned this time, okay? Now, in a post, she said this: if you know something, you should email me. This fight is for us. And then she tags her email address, booknene@gmail.com. So naturally, this has Nene Leakes fans like wondering, like, oh my God, what's going on? What's the fight? What's happening? You know, so we're just trying to figure out what's going on, girl. Like, you guys to give me some specific. I want some specifics because I'm just kind of like, what in the SOS is going on here? Okay. So for those of you guys who are wondering what exactly it is that's going on, she updated us on the next tweet, and that said this: nothing happened. You would understand if it was meant for you. Those who understand, understand. And they are the only ones that need to email me. Okay, well, listen, girl. I just kind of would, now listen, everybody has the right to tweet what they want, okay, to ask for help if you need or whatever like that. But I just felt like over the past, this past year, we have been getting a lot of cryptic tweets from her. And it seems to be that Twitter has become her personal outlet for venting, but not really clarifying what she's venting about, okay? And because it's on a public platform, it does lead people to wonder, what are you talking about? How can we help you? Who needs to email you? What are we fighting for? Okay? So in this situation, she says those who understand, understand. Well, how about you just call those who understand and ask them what kind of help they need? Okay? That's just my thought about this whole situation. I mean, because otherwise it just looks kind of odd. You know, obviously we want her to do well. We want her to win. I honestly do. I gotta tell you, I want her to win. But I just, the cryptic tweets, I mean, I feel like, listen, either you're gonna say it or you're not gonna say it. But if you're gonna say it all. Be clear so we'll understand and so we'll know what to do and how to govern ourselves, okay? Obviously, she won't talking to me. Obviously, she probably won't even talking to you. But at the end of the day, she's talking, but we don't know what she's talking about, okay? So moving right on along, let's get into this whole situation with Married to Medicine, because it's a lot happening and we got to cover it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and give you guys this disclaimer, okay, about this whole situation. This first thing that I'm gonna talk to you about. Now, it ain't the shocker that I was talking about, but it was a shock to many, but I don't know if it was a shock to me. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get into it. Toya Busch-Harris is selling her mansion. Okay, so, well, first things first, let's go back. I had to try to figure out why this story was even of relevance or of interest to people, because it just didn't interest me when I first heard about it. We all know about Toya's tax issues, okay? It was about, what, $150,000 in tax debt or whatever? So they didn't settle that tax debt. They had to downsize and do all this good stuff, and then they built the mega mansion, okay? So they built the mega mansion only to list it for sale, okay? So for the sale of it, okay, this is for the sale of it is looking like it's listed for $3.525 million, okay? Now, there was a lot of speculation about, well, is she having some money issues again? What's going on? Are they gonna have their downside? You know, so for me, I'm like, okay, I don't really know. I don't really care. Is this part of a storyline for Married to Medicine, the new season that's coming up, allegedly in January? Boom! Okay, so we got that bit of tea right there. A little nugget for you guys per our sources over at All About the Tea, okay? Check them out if you haven't. I'll put a link down in the description down below so you guys can read more on the story. But listen, okay, so a source tells All About the Tea, apparently houses are going for $800,000 more than she pays, so she's selling if she gets a great offer, okay? This is what a source told All About the Tea. Now, because the house has been listed for that amount, the person then says $800,000 in profit in less than 1 year is a pretty smart choice. She can always find another house. And so a commenter had posted on one of her Instagram posts, Toya, why are you selling your beautiful dream home? I personally feel you're about to upgrade. And she liked the comment, but did not necessarily, give any explanation. Now, she's probably making the smart play here because she's not really giving any details about it, and it's probably going to play out on the new season. So I feel like we'll just have to kind of wait and see what the new season brings. But speaking of the new season, we did get a bit of tea thanks to our friends over at OMFG Reality TV. They captured this tweet from Dr. Heavenly. When someone says, Dr. Heavenly, give us the tea on the new season, she replied with this, child, it's a whole mess, not what you think, #married to med. So I'm interested in kind of knowing what's about to happen on this new season of Married to Medicine because she says it's not what we think, okay? Catch that, all right? So now we have that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get into the real shockerization of this whole thing. And it is that the network is looking like it's about to try to cancel Married to Medicine Los Angeles. Listen, I don't know how many of y'all were shocked by that, but I'm not really shocked, okay? And we're going to talk about why. But let's get into the tea about what's actually going on. According to Screen Rant, okay, Married to Medicine Los Angeles was supposed to begin filming season 3 on September 1st. But due to the RHOA restrictions, production was pushed back. But what seemed to upset the cast the most was the fact that as of November 4th, the cast was informed that the show was actually facing possible cancellation. According to the source, no warning, no communication, no coaching was given. Now, let's go even deeper, all right? The source then questioned why there had been a total lack of support for the network's African-American talent. Many fans are aware that new shows are usually given a lead by the network, one that is popular to ensure the success of the new launch. For example, Salt Lake City follows Real Housewives of Orange County. Okay, I don't know who's still watching Orange County, but whatever. The source then revealed that Married to Medicine was never given a chance to compete because they were denied a lead show, claiming that the move had a negative effect on our ratings. Now, they were initially going to follow the Real Housewives of Potomac, but you guys may recall that Potomac was pushed back until August from May because they needed additional time to, I guess, put things together for the show or whatever. So when they pushed that back, that left Married to Medicine Los Angeles without any lead-in show, okay? Now also, I must add into this that they weren't also given any promotion on Watch What Happens Live until after the season had already nearly finished. And they weren't even given a reunion. So then the source says, when you see new cast members on other shows being introduced and promoted with a lot of strategy and effort, it makes me wonder why they didn't give the same introduction to the new viewers. For instance, we had Leah Diaz come into the show, and we also had Dr. Kendra Segura come onto the show as well, with no real introduction in terms of press and that sort of thing. They really had to kind of do their own press. A lot of it was by way of Dr. Heavenly, giving them a platform on her show, and then other, us, the bloggers, the YouTubers, the news outlets, we're doing the work that the network didn't even seem like it was interested in doing with that show. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. I'm kind of like, I sat back and I wondered about that myself. Like, this show was not getting a lot of promotion. Now, what's interesting is Dr. Britton, she's been given a lot of exposure on a lot of these, the Race in America shows that they did, and the politics and stuff like that, those one-off specials that they were doing. She was given a lot of airtime on those, but nobody else was really seen. So that led me to believe that there was some promise that the show was actually going to come back. Now, what's also interesting to note in this situation is that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is also based in Los Angeles, has been filming nonstop since about August or September. I think September, after the season ended. So they went ahead and immediately went back into production after their Zoom reunion. and Married to Medicine Los Angeles was not given that same green light. Now, here's the other catcher. While it's interesting to note that they've been given no warning on Married to Medicine Los Angeles or no type of date, production on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills just shut down due to someone catching the Rona. So I don't really know what's at play here, and it definitely does seem like this show is the black sheep, no pun intended, black sheep of, you know, the network, because they're not being given the same amount of attention, and I don't necessarily know why. You know, I will say that I felt like the series lacked something. It lacked something, and I just don't know what. But anyway, we'll see what we can do about trying to get somebody on the line from that show to find out what's really going on. And until we do, make sure you guys stick around for any more new news and tea on Married to Medicine Los Angeles right here on this channel. Now, with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell button, and I'm gonna catch you in the next video.